a waitress and have a huge crush on a very handsome regular customer. Today, I am asking him out. I normally work Friday mornings and he comes in for breakfast at the same time every Friday. Well, I had the day off and decided to show up for breakfast at the same time as him. It worked out perfectly. I sat down in the area where he always sits and waited. About 10 minutes later, he walked in the door and saw me sitting down ordering breakfast. He came up to me and looked a little puzzled because I wasn't wearing my uniform. He asked if I had the day off and I said yes. He said, "That sucks. You're my favorite waitress." I also did my hair and put on some cute clothes that morning and he noticed because he complimented me and said I looked really pretty. I could feel my face getting hot. I probably turned 10 shades of red. Lol. The next thing I knew, he asked if he could sit at my table with me. I was so nervous. Guys never give me butterflies but he gives them to me all the time. But I acted totally normal and tried not to be a dork. Haha. Normally, I'm very shy around him but he made me feel comfortable and was super easy to talk to. We sat and talked for a while before our breakfast came. It was so much fun. My manager was the one waiting on us, which he never does but she's been encouraging me to make a move on him for quite a while. She was so happy for me. Anyway, I felt like he was giving me signals the entire time, which made me a lot more confident. So I finally worked up the courage and asked if he'd like to hang out sometime and he agreed. We swapped numbers and he's been texting/flirting with me a few times a day ever since. Since we've been texting, I've learned that we both enjoy hiking, so I suggested that we go hiking and check out an old lighthouse, which isn't too far from where we live. He just moved here, so he's never seen it before. We live on the Great Lakes, northern Michigan, so that's what we're planning on doing this weekend. When we were texting last night, he mentioned that he'd like to go to this fall festival, which is coming up in a couple of weeks and wanted to know if I'd go with him. So I playfully said, "Are you asking me out on a date?" And he said, "Yes. Will you please go with me?" I'm so excited, which is only a short drive from where we live. I was afraid it was going to rain but it turned out to be the perfect day. We packed a little picnic and spent an afternoon hiking. I thought it was so romantic. We had a great time. Over the next couple of weeks, we continued to see each other and go on fun dates. I wanted to take things to the next level so bad but I wanted to wait to make sure he felt the same way about me. After a couple weeks of dating, we were hanging out at his place one night cuddling/watching a movie and that's when he finally asked me if we could be exclusive. It was the best night. "Are you asking me out on a date?" And he said, "Yes. Will you please go with me?" I'm so excited. So we've been in an exclusive relationship for a couple of months now but I feel like I've known him forever. We just click. Anyway, he has a huge family and they had Thanksgiving last weekend, which I was invited to. He begged me to come. I'm a shy person so I was a little nervous, but they made me feel so welcome. His mother's a total sweetheart and his dad is hilarious. When we were leaving, I gave his parents hugs and his mom says to me, "You know, he talks about you all the time. He's like madly in love with you." My boyfriend was so embarrassed. I've never seen him get so red. Ha ha ha. I invited him to my family's Thanksgiving as well and my family loved him, which was a huge relief because my dad hasn't liked any of my past boyfriends. But he immediately took a liking to him and had to show him around his shop because they're both into cars. It was so nice to finally bring a guy home that dad approves of. And of course, my mom and aunts thought he was a hunk. Lamau. Talk about awkward. Anyway, I just figured I'd let you know how the date went and that we're finally a couple. Thanks for all your help a couple months ago when I wanted to ask him out. You guys really encouraged me, so thank you.